Hello buddy, it's been Dominator, and today I wanted to talk about Fortnite's new ray tracing feature today. So Fortnite tweeted, "See Fortnite in a whole new light. Today's PC players can now enable ray tracing and Nvidia DLSS if you use supported Nvidia GeForce RTX GPU cards and DirectX 12. They also go on to say, read about all of the hashtag Fortnite RTX info in our blog post, and that's what we're going to be looking at right now. So in this blog here, they kind of explain what ray tracing is. It says here that the advanced rendering capability of ray tracing allows new visual and lighting effects previously not possible in Fortnite. With our latest update, we are delivering improved ambient occlusion, shadows, reflections, and real-time global illumination. So pretty much, the lighting in the game has been vastly improved to look a lot more realistic. It like bounces off certain textures a lot better now, and reflections are like actual reflections. You can see players in reflections. They aren't just textured on reflections. They're real-time reflections. So pretty much the lighting in the engine is kind of rendering all this stuff in real time to make the game look even more realistic and have the lighting be just that much better. And I think it looks really, really cool in game. So yeah, in the background footage that you're seeing right now, I'm actually using ray tracing. It doesn't look, it looks really good, but it's mostly just lighting effects here that is happening here on my end. I have all the settings all the way the highest they can be for ray tracing, but the thing is I do not have the latest graphics card, so the reflections aren't exactly there for me on my end. But if you do have the graphics cards that allow you to be able to use the ray tracing to its fullest capabilities, then you're going to be seeing a lot of very, very cool reflections, and I will show pictures of those up on screen right now. There's also another portion of this blog post that says Nvidia DLSS and Reflex mode in Fortnite. In addition to ray tracing, Nvidia DLSS boosts performance so that you can enjoy ray tracing at a higher frame rate, which is very, very important, because even if you're not using ray tracing, you can still use DLSS to just boost your performance in general, I believe. It says it features 3 DLSS options: quality, balance, and performance. These options control the DLSS rendering resolution, allowing you to choose the right balance between image quality and FPS. Meanwhile, Nvidia Reflex delivers the lowest latency in Fortnite. So yeah, again, this is a really good way to kind of balance out the performance when using ray tracing so that you're not getting really bad FPS. But then you can also choose whether or not you'd rather prefer graphics over FPS, or you'd rather prefer FPS over graphics, which I think is a really cool thing. So here are some of the system requirements for ray tracing. For your PC to showcase ray tracing in Fortnite, make sure your system meets our minimum system requirements. We've also included recommended system requirements. So the minimum requirements requires DirectX 12, CPU 4 cores or more, GPU Nvidia GeForce RTX 2060 or higher. Use updated drivers. So yes, you're going to have to update your drivers if you do want to use this. You're going to have the latest version of your drivers. Windows 10 version, 1903 May 2019 update build or newer. So yes, you do have to have Windows 10 to at least the May 2019 update. But recommended here, it says DirectX 12 CPU 8 cores, Nvidia GeForce RTX 2080, updated drivers, of course, and May 2019 update here again. So yeah, you're going to want to make sure that you have the proper equipment for your PC to actually be able to run this. It is quite difficult. I do hope that ray tracing gets to the point in the future where you don't have to have all this crazy stuff in your PC to be able to actually get it to run and get it to work. But for now, yeah, you are going to have some kind of beefy equipment here if you're going to want to run your ray tracing. Then it just goes on to kind of explain how you're going to turn on ray tracing for Fortnite. Of course, install Windows 10, install the R455 driver, open settings, scroll down to advanced settings, and it's actually going to be now at the bottom of advanced settings. You can turn on DLSS, and then you can enable ray tracing, and there's a bunch of options to that where you can kind of mess around and see what options you want to have on. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much ray tracing for you. I'm super happy that it's actually in Fortnite now, and with some of these new DLSS settings, I'm actually able to run the game a lot better than I was before, and I'm actually able to run some ray tracing as well, even though I don't have the greatest capabilities for my graphics card to be able to run like any of the cool reflections or anything. The lighting is much improved, and I'm actually able to run higher settings without having to sacrifice some of my frames per second just in general now because of the DLSS. So it makes it vastly improved for me. Now when I stream, now when I record, you're going to see much higher quality gameplay from Fortnite. It's going to look a lot better. And then when I'm playing the game, of course, the game's just going to look better. So I think it's a win-win here. Even if you can't do the ray tracing, if you can do DLSS, if you can just... It's just really cool. So yeah. And then also the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are going to come out, and those are going to have even more insane graphics. Maybe not ray tracing, but they're going to have crazy graphics that hopefully are also going to come to the PC, and maybe even PC is going to get some updated graphics as well. It's going to be really cool to see what happens there. But yeah, that's going to probably do it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share your opinions in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.